Hello, my wonderful friends. Megas with you on a beautiful day in Asha. And today's message is expectations are an act of creation. And I'm so excited about this. Well, this is one of those messages that will change your life forever. But first, I got to share with you a real miracle that just happened yesterday. My friends, when we started this channel and this ministry, we reached only maybe 100 or so people with a message of Zoroastrianism, and that's my heart's desire, is to get this message to the world, because it'll change the world. If they can raise their perception of who God is, that He's all good, my friends, and then we emulate that, oh my God, we'll change the world. We know that, and it's growing. So, I mean, over the years, we went from hundreds, then we're reaching thousands, then we're reaching tens of thousands. We've got to a place now where we're reaching hundreds of thousands of people. And so I was excited about going to millions of people, getting this message out. Asha's selling every day, going around the world, my friends. It hasn't slowed down. And last week, it all just came to a halt. Everything got shut down. It was weird. I mean, from the banking systems to all the different platforms that we work on, they all just shut me down. And even I was even putting in the right passwords, my friends, but they wanted to verify, to know that it was me, but they're trying to use my old device, my old phone, remember, that went in the ocean months ago, and I told them, I got a new phone, it's me, I gave you my right passwords, what do you want? You know, you're not going to let me use my bank accounts, you're not going to let me use all my different apps and platforms that we use here at the Order of the Magi, and they said, well, you know, we're doing this for you. I said, well, you're not helping me, right? And they shut us down, and I jumped through all their hoops, did everything they wanted, and they weren't going to open it up, and they just said, sorry, you know, you can start new platforms and get a new bank account, and it was over. You know, we're going to start, and I was thinking, I don't want to start this all over again, you know, and we had such momentum. And I remembered something that my youth pastor told me when I was just in high school, my friends. He told me to invite God into the situation. He was always trying to drill that in my mind, because I've always been quite an emotional person, and he was always telling me, just invite God into the situation. And you know what? I did it, and magic happened, my friends. That yesterday morning, I told God, I go, I'm tired. I've done everything I know to do. I'm asking for help. Please come into the situation. And I left it at that, you know, and I gave it to him. And you know what else I did say? I said, you know what, the book is written, we got almost 1,000 videos, I've done all I can do, and I'm giving it to you. If there's anything you can do with what we've done here, please do it. And my friends, later that day, I just kind of given up hope on it, was just going out doing my daily thing, and I thought, I'm going to check the computer. And I went on, and my friends, everything was opened up. Everything, like nothing had happened. And all I could do was praise God, thank God. And it got me thinking. I got a great message for you. Please stay with me. But it just came to me, and it's so important that you understand this. Our message today is expectation is the act of creation. So I'm going to show you how to create magic and miracles in your own life. But I think this is important to understand this. Do you remember some of the stories I told you about like the first time I really heard from God, really knew He was speaking to me, that it was God's voice? I was in the car with my dad, and my friend was many miles away walking to work, and a car pulled over and tried to abduct her. They actually said, grab her, and she called out on the name of the Lord. At that same time, my friends, God spoke to me and told me to pray for this person. And it's so, you know, specific. I said, is it Mom? And he said, no. And he gave me the person's name. And so I prayed for that person. And God even gave me the words to speak. And then later she told me how she called out on the name of the Lord, and they actually froze like statues, my friends. And I've told you many other stories like that. But every time I was thinking, why did God ask me to pray? Think about that. He's God. He knew what was going on. He gave me the words to speak. Why didn't He just take care of it, right? He's God. We have a role to play. And one of the greatest roles we have is inviting Him in to the situation. And that's where those instant miracles happen, those sudden miracles and magic, my friends. And that's where we want to learn to work. Now there's other things, you know, like I have people all the time, Megas, I need money. I want this career, you know, and then there's a process. There's some time that takes place, and Spirit will lead them. Get them to read different books, you know, to change, because you're not going to be, you know, a great leader of a company if you got a bad attitude. You got no knowledge in your head just because you prayed and asked. So God might start leading you to books like How to Win Friends and Influence People, The Power of Your Words, Psycho-Cybernetics. He might get you into different divine appointments, meeting with people, learning from them, growing from them, apprenticeships, and then over time you get this great career and this position, my friends. When you're ready, okay, that's being led by Spirit, and that's important also. You know, I have people all the time, Megas, I want my soulmate. Well, do you know what? Spirit will start leading you and guiding you. Put a smile on your face. Be friendly to have friends. Be someone wants to spend the rest of their life with, and it's a process. But what I'm talking about here is magic and miracles, my friends, and it happens by inviting God into these situations. You've done everything you can do in the natural, in this human form. Now you need the power of God, and those miracles happen suddenly, just like yesterday. It was so beautiful. And I want to talk about that our expectation is the act of creation. We talked about this. Einstein would talk with his other friends and say, have you noticed when you really expect an experiment to go a certain way, that it does, right? Remember the double slit experiment? They would put cameras on the experiment and with no scientist in the room, and they'd just let the instruments monitor it, and every possibility would take place. But then when they put different scientists in the room, the way they expected the experiment to go, it would go that way. My friends, that always stuck with me. Our expectations mean something. Do you remember in the Yoga Sutras what it says? That our perceptions create reality. And that is true, my friends. What are you expecting? On a subconscious level, what are you truly expecting? That's your prayer inside of you, not just spoken words, my friends, but that word, that vibration that is inside of you. What are you believing? Asha 2 says, perceive and understand only good, and your experience will be the same. Perceive, understand, expect, vibrate only good, and your experience will be the same. That's cosmic law, my friends. It says, be aware at all times of your high standing. Always remember the covenant written on your mind, that you might not forget you are a child of the King. My friends, that's everything right there. What did Jesus teach? You and God are one. If you can wrap your mind around that you and God, Spirit, are one, there's no separation. He needs you. You need him, because you're one. You don't want to live without one of your body parts. The body don't live without the head, and the head don't live without the body. We need each other because we are one, and we work together as one spirit and form. And we create in this world here. And that's how we're raising the evolution, my friends. We're doing something powerful here at the Order of the Magi. We're bringing back the true idea of who God is. The matrix religions and society and governments have lied to you, telling you that God hates, wars, kills, destroys. And what does our world look like? Because we emulate our God, or we emulate the highest idea of good we got, right? And so we act just like that God they presented us. But my friend, Zoroastrianism is the original monotheistic religion that teaches he's all good and he can't do those evil things. And now we emulate that, and now we create that in our world. Our message is powerful, my friends. And I wanted to share that message with you of magic that is happening, because what happens to me here, it happens to you because you are a part of this. Inside of you, you may be feeling, Megas, this is my destiny. This is what I was brought here to do to raise the evolution of the world, to restore God's image. It may be inside of you, whatever religion, Christianity, Judaism, Islam, whatever you're raised, maybe some of the stories didn't resonate with you. You thought to yourself inside, that can't be God good. Those are bad things that are happening. God can't send evil. God can't do evil. And my friend, something inside of you is saying that's not right. And now you hear these words of Asha and it resonates with you and you say, yes, Megas, I want to be a part of this. I want to share the message of Asha, the all good God. I want to raise the evolution of the world. My friends, we've been in this cycle too long. All throughout history, you see greed and hate and wars and killing. My friends, we can break that cycle and you can be a part of this amazing thing that's happening. Today, will you join us? Zoroastrianism, we're growing like never before and we ain't gonna stop. I think we're showed that yesterday because God is on our side and we're not going to be stopped. We're reaching hundreds of thousands. You're going to see us reach millions, my friends. And when millions are holding the right idea of who God good is and who we are, we're going to create Asha, Heaven on Earth. Asha by Winston Head, available at Amazon. All the money goes to charity and it's changing lives. Keep sharing the messages and the videos. And know I love you guys so much and we'll see you next time.